Hello everyone, in this video we'll study forming the quadratic equation whose two roots are known. First, you must remember if L and M are two roots of the quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and of course a not equal 0. Here a not equal 0, because if a equals 0 it will be a linear equation. So the sum of the two roots L plus M equals negative b over a, and the product of the two roots Lm equals c over a. B is the coefficient of x, and a is the coefficient of x squared. C is the absolute term. Okay, so here we have the main rule. The quadratic equation whose two roots are L and M is x squared minus the sum of the two roots L plus M multiply x plus the product of the two roots Lm equals 0. And don't forget, L and M are the two roots of the quadratic equation. Now choose the correct answer from those given. Question number 1, the quadratic equation whose roots sum equals negative 1 and their product equals negative 3. So we have the sum of the two roots equals negative 1 and their product equals negative 3, and the required here is to form the quadratic equation. Okay, first we must know the sum of the two roots. L plus M equals negative 1, it's from the given, negative 1, and the product Lm equals negative 3. So to form the quadratic equation, you must write the main rule, x squared minus the sum of the two roots L plus M multiply x plus the product of the two roots L multiply M equals 0. So x squared minus, from the given we have L plus M equals negative 1 multiply x plus the product of the two roots negative 3 all equals 0. So x squared negative multiply negative 1, it is positive 1, positive 1x, positive x, plus negative 3, it will be negative 3 equals 0. So we choose letter D. Question number 2, the quadratic equation whose two roots are 3 and negative 5. So we start with writing the data, the given data. L equals 3, it is the first root, and M equals negative 5. Now we will write the general rule, the main rule here in this lesson, x squared minus the sum of the two roots L plus M multiply x plus the product L multiply M, it is the product of the two roots, equals 0. Now x squared minus bracket L, what is the value of L? It is 3, I write it, plus M, what is the value of M? It is negative 5, we write negative 5, and close the bracket, multiply x plus the first root, it is L, which equals 3, multiply negative 5, all equals 0. So x squared, here we have 3 plus negative 5, it is negative 2, multiply negative, it is positive 2, 2x of course, 3 multiply negative 5, it is negative 15, equals 0. So we'll choose letter A here. X squared plus 2x minus 15 equals 0. Here is the solution. Question number 3. The quadratic equation whose roots are negative 2 and 3. So let L here equals negative 2 and M equals 3. So the equation would be in the form x squared minus L plus M all multiply x plus Lm equals 0. So we will substitute L equals negative 2 and M equals 3. What we get? X squared minus the sum of the two roots. Negative 2 plus 3, it is 1 x plus the product of the two roots. L multiply M, negative 2 multiply 3 equals negative 6. All equals 0. So x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. Back to the question again. Here in C, we have x squared minus x equals 6. That means x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. And here is the same equation. So the solution will be in letter C. Question number 4. The quadratic equation whose roots are 8 and 8 is one of these. 2x equals 16, x plus 8 all square equals 0, x squared plus 16x minus 64 equals 0, or x squared minus 16x plus 64 equals 0. Let L equals 8 and the second root is M also equals 8. So the required equation, it will be in the form x squared minus L plus M all multiply x plus the product Lm all equals 0. So substituting L equals 8 and the M equals 8 also. So x squared minus 8 plus 8 multiply x plus 8 multiply 8 all equals 0. So x squared minus 16 x as 8 plus 8 here equals 16 plus 8 multiply 8 equals 64 equals 0. So the solution will be in letter D. X squared minus 16x plus 64 equals 0. Question number 5. If the two roots of the quadratic equation are negative 9 and 0. So L equals negative 9 and M equals 0. So the required equation, it will be in the form x squared minus the sum of the two roots, negative 9 plus 0, multiply x plus the product, negative 9 multiply 0, all equals 0. So x squared plus 9x equals 0. So I'll take x as a common factor here. It will be x multiply x plus 9, okay, equals 0. Now where is the solution? The solution here in letter C, as x squared plus 9x equals 0. So here we have the solution. Question number 6. The quadratic equation whose roots are I and negative I is, here I is a complex number and it is one of the two roots, and the other root is negative I. Don't forget that I equals square root of negative 1. Okay, back to the question. So we have L equals I and M equals negative I, and the equation will be in the form, here is the main rule, x square minus L plus M multiply 0 plus the product LM, product of the two roots, equals 0. Okay, so substituting L equals I and M equals negative I, what we get? X square minus I plus negative I all multiply x plus I multiply negative I equals 0. Now we have x square I plus negative I equals 0. 0 multiply x equals 0. Okay, so here plus 0, you can write minus 0, 0x, right? Here we have I multiply negative I, it will be negative I square, which equal 0. Now we have x square minus I square equals 0. But I square equals negative 1. So substituting here x square minus substituting I square equals negative 1, all equals 0. So the result will be x square plus 1, and this is the required equation in letter C. And you can check the solution using calculator. Back to the calculator here, and we will solve quickly, of course, this equation as a quadratic equation. So we press mod 5 and 3. We will put A equals 1 and B equals 0 and C equals 1. Here x1 equals I, it is the first root here, and the second root will be negative I. So we can say that we got the right solution in C. Question number 7. The quadratic equation whose roots are negative 2i to I. So the quadratic equation will be x square minus the sum of two roots negative 2i plus 2i equals 0 multiply x plus the product of the two roots negative 2i multiply 2i, here all equals 0. So x square negative 0x, it will be 0. So here plus negative 2i multiply 2i, it will be negative 4i power 2, all equals 0. And don't forget that I square equals negative 1. So x square plus negative 4 multiply negative 1, it will be positive 4 equals 0. And the solution will be in letter B. And we choose letter B. Question number 8. The quadratic equation whose roots L equals 3 over 2i and M equals 3 over 2i power 3. Okay, now the required also to write the quadratic equation. So always we write the main rule, x square minus the sum of two roots L plus M. So we write 3 over 2I plus the second root, it will be 3 over 2, but here we know that I power 3 equals negative I. Okay, so I'll substitute I power 3 equals negative I here. All multiply x plus the product of the two roots. The first, it will be 3 over 2I multiply the second, which equal 3 over 2I, but I power 3 equals negative I, so we put the negative sign, all equals 0. Again, 3 over 2 I power 3 equals negative 3 over 2 I. Why? Because I power 3 here equals negative I. Now x square minus 3 over 2I plus 3 over 2 negative I, it is negative 3 over 2I also, so the result equals 0. 0 multiply x plus 3 over 2 over 3 over 2 multiply 3 over 2 again, it will be 9 over 4. And don't forget the sign here. The sign of 3 over 2 is positive, multiply negative, it will be negative. I power 2 equals 0. So we can write the result in this form. X square minus 9 over 4 I square equals 0. Implies x square I square equals negative 1. So write positive 9 over 4 equals 0. But we don't have this form here. How we get it? Multiplying both sides by 4. So the result equals x square multiply 4 x square plus 9 over 4 multiply 4 equals 9, all equals 0. And we will choose letter B, the solution in letter B here. Next question. Question number 9. The quadratic equation whose roots are 1 minus 5i and 1 plus 5i is one of these. So the first root here we have L, and the second root M, and the quadratic equation will be in the form x square minus L plus M, all multiply x, plus the product LM equals 0. So x square minus L 1 minus 5i plus M 1 plus 5i, all multiply x plus LM, it is the product of the two roots. 1 minus 5i multiply 1 plus 5i, all equals 0. So x square minus here negative 5i plus 5i equals 0. 1 plus 1 equals 2. X plus, here is the product, equals 1 square plus 5 square, all equals 0. The product of 1 minus 5i multiply 1 plus 5i equals square of the first part, the real part, 1 square, plus the square of the second part, it is the imaginary part, 5 power 2. So the result here, x square minus 2x plus 26 all equals 0, because 1 square plus 25 equals 26. Now where is the solution? The solution here in letter A. Question number 10. If L and M are the two roots of the equation x square minus 4x plus 1 equals 0, then the value of L square minus 4L plus 1 equals. Here we have L is one of the two roots. In general, if L is one of the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, then f of L equals 0. That means al square plus b multiply L, bl plus c also equals 0. So since L is one of the two roots of this equation, so you can say that L square minus 4L plus 1 also equals 0. So L square minus 4L plus 1 equals 0, and the solution will be letter A. Question number 11. If L is one of the roots of the equation 3x square plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Okay, L is one of the two roots. So f of L also equals 0. So 3L square plus 4 multiply L minus 5 equals 0. That means 3L square plus 4L equals positive 5. From left hand side to right hand side, you change the sign. So back to the required. The required is to find 3L square plus 4L plus 5. It is equal. What is the value of 3L square plus 4L? Here we got 3L square plus 4L equals 5. So we have 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, 3L square plus 4L equals 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. And we choose letter B here in question 11. Now question number 12. If L is one of the roots of the equation x square plus 4x plus 7 equals 0. So L plus 2 all power 2 equals one of this. So first I write the equation x square plus 4x plus 7 equals 0. It is given. And the L is one of the roots. So substituting x equals L, we will get L square plus 4L plus 7 equals 0. Because L is one of the roots. Now I want to get this form. Okay. So we can write L square plus 4L equals negative 7, right? So by adding 4 to both sides, so we'll get L square plus 4L plus 4 equals negative 7 plus 4. Here we have a perfect square, L square plus 4L plus 4. So L plus 2 all square equals negative 7 plus 4 equals negative 3. Again, you can deduce it yourself. L square plus 4L plus 4 equals negative 3, right? So by factorization, you will get L plus 2 multiply L plus 2 all equals negative 3. L plus 2 multiply L plus 2, it is L plus 2 all square. Also, it is equal negative 3. And we choose letter D because L plus 2 all square equals negative 3. L plus 2 all square. Okay. And we choose letter D. Question number 13. If L and M are the two roots of the equation x squared minus 7x plus 3 equals 0, then the value of the expression L square M plus LM square equals 7 or 3 or 10 or 21. So I'll start from the required L square M plus LM square equals, by taking LM as a common factor, LM as a common factor, we have LM multiply L plus M equals. Now LM, it is the product of, here is 1, LM, it is the product of the two roots, and we know that from the previous lesson LM equals C over A, and L plus M, it is the sum of the two roots, equals negative B over A. And from the given equation here we have A, it is the coefficient of x squared equals 1, and B, the coefficient of x equals negative 7, and C is the absolute term which equals 3. Now LM equals C over A, which equals 3 over 1, and L plus M equals negative B, negative 7 over 1 equals positive 7. Okay, so substituting in 1 here, we will get, of course, 3 over 1 equals 3. Okay, so we have 3 multiply L plus M equals 7 here, and the result equals 21, and we will choose letter D. Okay, here is the solution. Question 14. If L and M are the two roots of the equation x squared minus 7x plus 3 equals 0, then L squared plus M squared equals 7, 43, 58, or 79. So we will start from the required here, L squared plus M squared equals L squared plus M squared plus 2LM minus 2LM. Okay, 2LM minus 2LM equals 0. So the left hand side equals right hand side. Okay, so L squared plus M squared equals here L squared plus M squared plus 2LM, it is perfect square, equals L plus M all power 2 minus 2LM. Okay, this equation 1. Okay, from the given equation we have x squared minus 7x plus 3. Okay, and we have A equals 1, B equals negative 7, C equals 3. Okay, and L plus M, it is the sum of the two roots, which equal negative B over A, and LM, it is the product of the two roots, equals C over A. Now substituting, we have negative b, it is negative 7 over 1, which equals 7. c over a, it is 3 over 1, which equals 3. Okay, so L square plus M square equals L plus M all square. We have L plus M equals it. So we write 7 power 2 minus 2 multiply LM. What is the value of LM? It is equal 3. I write 3. So 7 square, it is 49 minus 6, which equal 43. And we will choose letter B because it is the solution. Now question number 15. If L and M are the two roots of the equation, here we have the equation x squared minus 8x plus c equals 0. And L square plus M square equals 40. The required here is to find the value of c. So from the given equation, we know that the general form x square minus L plus M multiply x plus LM equals 0. It is the general form of the quadratic equation whose roots are L and M. So by comparison, we have negative 8 equals L plus M. Okay, so L plus M equals 8 and C equals LM. We write LM equals C. Okay, but we know that L square plus M square, we can write it in this form as in the previous question. It will be again we have L square plus M square equals 40, and the left hand side L square plus M square, I can write it in this form: L plus M all square minus 2LM all equals 40. And now we substitute. L plus M equals 8 and 8 power 2 equals 64 minus 2 multiply LM, it is C, all equals 40. Okay, so we have 64 minus 40 equals 2C. 64 minus 40 equals 24. So 24 equals 2C. And from that, C equals 24 over 2, which equal 12. And we will choose letter C here. Okay, because C equals 12, and the required here is to find the value of C. C here is the constant, of course.